Student loans. The one debt that you can never get rid of unless you actually pay them off. So what are your student loans really costing you? Stick around because I'm going to show you what your student loans are actually costing you if you're only paying minimum payments. As of the second quarter of 2017, there's $1.3 trillion that are owed in student loans. And that's over 42.3 million borrowers. People between the ages of 18 and 39 own 70% of that debt. Come on, millennials. What are we doing here? We're better than that. Let's knock that number down a little bit, huh? 66% of the delinquency rate comes from people who are 40 years old and older. So guess what, millennials? The longer you hold on to your student loan debt, the longer you push it off to the side, that's you. So I pulled some data, and the average student loan amount is $31,500. The average interest rate, 5.3%. The average monthly payment, roughly $300. That would take you 12 years to pay off, and you'd be paying $10,500 in interest. Add those numbers together, principal plus interest, and you're looking at about $42,000 over 12 years. Let's play a little game of what if. Because I don't know your exact numbers, let's go off the average. So instead of paying $300 a month like the average person, what if you doubled that and paid $600 a month? If you were able to scrounge up an extra $300 a month to put towards your student loans, you'd save yourself $6,200. That's $4,300 that you're paying in interest, as opposed to the $10,500 like the average person. You'd also have your student loans paid off in 5 years, as opposed to the 12 years originally. That's 7 years sooner. So not only are you saving yourself money in the interest you would be paying, you're also saving yourself time in the form of 7 years. What would you do with that 7 years and that $6,200 in your pocket? I got a few ideas. So if you decide to pay that $600 a month, instead of paying $42,000 over 12 years, you're only paying $35,700 total and paying them off in less than half the time. So what's that $300 a month times the 7 years that you wouldn't be making payments? That's roughly $25,000. $25,000, people. What would you do with that money? Now let's go off the $600 a month payment. If you paid $600 a month for that 7 years that you wouldn't be making payments, that you would save yourself if you did pay $600 a month for the first 5 years, how much would you have in your pocket? Over $50,000. 600 times 7 years is $50,000. Yes, I can do math, I swear. $50,000. That's a lot of money. That's a lot. $50,000, that's a lot of money. I'm going to say it again. I don't care how rich you are, $50,000 is a lot of money. How many vacations could you take your family on for less than $50,000? How much do you think you could make if you invested that $50,000? Do you think $50,000 would be a good investment for a college fund for your kids? How about a down payment on a house? How about for that car that you're going to eventually need? It's $50,000. The possibilities are endless as to what you could do with that $50,000. And not just the money, the time. You got to think about the time. 7 years is a long time. Knocking 7 years of payments off in 5 years? Holy smokes. Do you understand how free you'll be able to feel for 7 years sooner than the other people around you that are paying the minimum payments? Do you think it's worth it to suck it up and pay a little bit extra now as opposed to paying for a longer period of time? I think so. So if you can find an extra $10 a day, that's $300 a month. How can you make an extra $10 a day? Ask yourself that question. What can you do in your daily spending where you can save yourself $10 a day, which will equal that $300 a month? You got to start thinking outside the box. You can't be thinking like everyone else around you, because thinking like everyone else is going to keep you in that same boat as them. And there's a reason that most people have all this student loan debt. It's because they're all doing the same thing. And that's a problem. So you don't really have a choice at this point, but to start thinking outside the box and start trying something different. Because if you don't, you're going to continue to be a statistic. Guess who forgot to shoot an outro? This guy. So I'm going to do it right now. Thank you so much for watching this video. I greatly appreciate it. I hope it helped you understand your student loan situation just a little bit better. If you have any questions, comments, feel free to leave them down below or send me a private message. Hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate that. And if you want to, sign up for my email list. The link is in the description or somewhere around my head, I think. I think it should be there. I've got a lot of cool stuff planned for everyone on that list. I've got a debt-free course coming out. I've got a lot of tips and tricks for if you are trying to get out of debt, how that can help you. A lot of different challenges, promos, free stuff that I've got coming out, and so much more. But if you are not on the list, then you'll be left out. And I want you to be left in, because you're my friend. Alright, thank you so much. Have a great day. Love you. Adios.